What's up, guys? Coffee with the Boys here. I'm Zach.
I'm Cody.
And today we're going to talk about Marvel versus DC. Okay, so the biggest debate, I think, of our recent decade is Marvel versus DC. Although I think, Cody, it's a pretty foregone conclusion that it is Marvel's game to win. There's so many more.
Fuck Batman.
Oh, okay. So right off the get-go, I think Marvel figured it out after their recent struggles, and then DC. You kind of look at DC. DC always relied on Batman, and I know you're not a huge Batman goer, but you know they had that, and you know multiple tries at Superman, and you know they kind of tried to mirror the effect of what Marvel did but they, like Marvel, you look at them and they took their time, they made sure everything linked up, and they made sure that their story wasn't gonna, you know, get misconstrued by the different directions. There was like one head guy, you look at like Kevin Feige.
So let's get down to the nitty gritty of it all.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what do you prefer?
I think it's pretty obvious. I'm a huge Marvel guy.
Yeah, I can see all the little details.
All the little details. I mean, you look at DC, and like I was saying, like DC, fuck themselves. I can't
like
stress
Batman.
it enough. Yeah, but you know, DC has good characters, but there's some of them are a little overpowering, and I'm like, okay, Superman,
who's just a god,
pretty much.
who does
and
nothing
like the
with
one
it.
weakness, other than his humanity,
is a rock.
Yeah, a fucking glowing rock. Like, what do you... Oh, ooh.
Just dirt. Get over it.
I mean, like, this rock typically just basically gives him cancer, is what it does. And I'm
Instant
like...
cancer.
Yeah, it's essentially his weakness. And, you know, a lot of us have that weakness, Superman. Why don't you grow a pair? Jesus. Pushing to get, like, this story started. And again, it kind of seems like they're starting with Batman.
See? It's just a...
I don't know what it is with the Batman. I mean, Batman is fan-fucking-tastic. I love Batman.
He's just an emo version of Iron Man who doesn't understand to build a better suit. Just saying. He's got all the money.
He's as smart as Iron Man,
No.
though. There's no way. But
Because
like,
he's too busy being all dark and gloomy in his house, being a
that's
loser.
true. That's true. He's a very big loner. But I mean... I still like Batman. I like the idea of him, you know, the self-portrayed image, you know, his ideology, you know, he's just dark but not quite there, you know. But you know, to make a Marvel reference for DC, it seems like Batman's starting point, it's inevitable. You know what I mean? Like it's so like do something different. Come on, DC. Like, pick it up. I think all the DC fans... Like, I'm a big comic book guy. I would like to see something a little different, like, off the beaten path. Like, something that can, you know, really, you know, light a fire under your fan base. I think it would be better that way. And Marvel, they just finished their saga. Mm-hmm. And epic. That's the word I describe it, right?
It was epic.
But they're starting their next storyline, and I'm excited for it. Mm-hmm. And they're doing the last movie with Scarlett Johansson and Black Widow. Yeah, I get a little excited about Scarlett. I mean, she's...
Wasn't aiming that way, but...
I mean, you can't. I mean, she's a very, very beautiful woman. You know, the other big Marvel release, too, that's coming out this year, Morbius.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer for that.
Morbius and Blade were actually arch nemesis. And then Spider-Man tied in with them, too. It's a really good watch. I'm really excited about it. Cody, what do you think about it?
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I did watch it. I'm
Yeah.
actually pretty pumped about it. But it didn't tell me who the hero will be. Or if there even will be. Like, if Spider-Man will even be added.
Well, that's the thing. Morbius is kind of an anti-hero, too. Even though he's a vampire. The thing with this... is Jared Leto is casted as Morbius, and I hate Jared Leto. Like, everything he does just pisses me off. I'm like, when he was the Joker in Suicide Squad, I was like, well, you whiny bitch. Like, oh, it was me. I need to find my woman. It's like, grow some balls and be a man, damn it.
But that's just DC. It's just all garbage.
I know, DC pisses me off. Like, just take your time. I miss Heath Ledger. I'm just gonna say it outright. Heath Ledger, Christian Bale, by far the best set of characters for the Batman trio. Like, I'm upset. I'm sad that he's passed away. You know, tragedy in its own right. But my God, he was a great Joker, and like he terrified me in a way. That's how good he was, and like I think that's what you want in an antagonist, right?
You want to believe it.
You want to believe it.
What they're doing.
So I think that right there, like DC needs to find good villains and cast them in. And Marvel's got it right. Like Marvel has found a lot of good villains to portray certain characteristics, or just to portray certain characters in their like Josh Brolin as Thanos. Huge win.
Yeah.
He was fantastic, right? Who else am I thinking? Kurt Russell. He was I can't remember the guy's name in the show. I want to say Mio or something. I don't know. He was the Planet. He was like the
the father of
Peter Quill. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. I'm sorry, but he was fantastic too. Like he was so narcissistic.
Yeah.
But like he was like this caring father figure, and then bam, just totally like flipped the coin. He was like Two-Face and like Tommy Lee Jones back in the day when he was Two-Face for those old Batman movies, but
just better.
Way better. Oh my God, way better. And then you had Captain Nemo in the Civil War, and when he sparked the Civil War within the Avengers, and it's so good. They casted amazingly, and then DC, he just disappoint me, man. Like, I mean. Let's go to Green Lantern for a second here. Like way back, I know Ryan Reynolds would probably like. I mean, if he had his way, he'd probably shoot us right now, like he did himself in Deadpool too. But yeah, that was a bad movie, like so bad.
Surprisingly, I didn't mind that one.
Shut up! What?
I thought he was funny in it.
Oh well, he's always funny.
Yeah.
It's just a horrible story.
I'm happy Marvel picked him up.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, yeah. Deadpool by far is. You know, he should have told himself to wear the brown pants when he shot himself. This is your big break. Should have worn the brown pants. But I gotta say, yeah, DC. They got 2 new movies coming out that are basically their forefront right now. Birds of Prey, which doesn't look bad. You know, Margot Robbie is a huge riot. You know, she's an amazing actress, and you know she plays that character well, Harley Quinn. But I just don't want it to be a disappointment. The only win I would say that DC has is Wonder Woman. By far. Oh, and Wonder Woman's coming out too. The second one. I can't remember the title. It was like 1980 or 82 or something like that. I can't recall, but that's another one. But Gal Gadot, who is beautiful, by the way, just, I mean, stunning. But she is doing her second movie, and that's where they should start. I think DC should just start over from scratch from there. You know, I mean, they can bring Jason Momoa back as Aquaman, because let's face it, Aquaman's a wimp, and he kind of makes him look like a badass. So let's go with that. You know, bring Henry back. You know, he was a great Superman. Let's find a different. I mean, they have found a different Batman. Spoiler alert, it's Robert Pattinson. Don't know how I feel about that yet. I mean, he can be a very good actor. He's gotten a lot of harsh criticism. Going off topic, still with DC, but harsh criticism from his past work. Mm-hmm. You know, Twilight. Sadly, you know, Edward Cullen. Why do they have diamond skin, man? That made no sense to me.
Can you like cut it off and sell it? The diamond.
You and your greed. What is happening? I mean, I feel like that would be super painful. But then again, he's a vampire. I don't know.
Who cares? He's a vamp.
Oh, you want to cut him off. Like, you want to skin him.
And sell him.
Oh my God. Okay. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people
I'll
would
just
be
be
okay
the new
with that.
Batman.
In
make some
that
shit-
movie.
I'll just become the new Batman. Make some shitty armor. Be all emo.
Well, it wouldn't be
Fight random criminals.
or vampires. Just use it as armor, like you said. I don't know if that would be.
I didn't say I could use them as armor, but I could.
You did say that.
No, I said I'd sell them and make armor.
Oh,
Batman.
make armor from the Prophet. Okay,
Yeah.
my bad. Yeah. I'm sure a lot of people would be on your side with that. Twilight was not the best saga. Who knows? What do you guys think? But yeah, Robert Pattinson casted as Batman, and he still kind of looks scrawny. Batman's not really scrawny, you know?
Must be beefy.
Yeah, like he's supposed to be like this jacked.
You need
Excuse
to
me.
Rock Johnson. The
No,
Rock-
that's too
Dwayne-
big. That's
Dwayne
too big. I think Christian Bale actually had a really good build for it, but he was too robotic. Like he needed to be able to move and be fluent in his combat, and I think that just comes down to the costume design. I don't think that was against Christian Bale. Like he's a phenomenal actor too.
And
You know what?
built
I think
suit.
you could argue that Batman has the superpower of will, because the dude could just will through anything.
with his money.
Well, I mean, I'm sure that helps. Just buy hotels that he needs to like high
I
low
too
in.
would have strong will if I had millions and billions of dollars.
Well, hey, you got a plan. You're gonna go, skin a vampire. I think you might get a little bloody, and you might drop. Well, you know what? You could use that. Off topic. I'm sorry, guys, but you could use that to draw more vampires in, and then skin them, and then you just got like a whole pellet. It'd be like back in the fur trade, except with vampires. That's dark.
Call me Blade then.
No, Blade just burns them alive with his sword, with his magic sword. You know, and he's a vampire
Magic
himself
sword?
too,
I don't think so.
or half vampire.
Well, I feel like I would get bit after a while. Then I...
Well, I mean, if you're wearing the skin,
Oh.
don't go there though. That's just
Some Chainsaw Massacre stuff right there.
yeah. You'd be like Buffalo Bill, just sitting and dancing in your skin. You're like, I love it. It feels so good, and you're just holding a little pug.
Well, I think that's enough for today.
Are you sure, Cody? I feel like you just want to talk more.
I don't think I've said much at all this.
This just in, Cody likes skinning vampires and wearing them as coats.
I never said I was going to wear them.
You did. You just said it. I'm sure you said it.
Nah, I said I was going to make them.
Well, I think that's all the time we have today, guys. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and make sure you stick around for the bloopers. We'll see you next time. Check out the links below.
Go Marvel.
See you guys.
Fuck Batman. So fuck Batman. His only
Hey,
lover.
Catwoman's hot, man.
Yeah, but it's Batman's lover.
One of.
What? He's a whore too?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't know Batman's
Oh
a
my
whore.
god, dude. He's got like so many
STDs?
sad chicks. Probably. Would not shock me. And he still gets ass. I mean, he's fiction, but
But he gets that ass.
I'm sure he's got something with the amount of women he's slept with.
I feel like
No matter how
I feel like all he has to do
prestigious they are.